Let's go ahead and get this underway. First off, for the riders under the red banner, we have the Fancy, a Mobula being piloted by Daniel. Up top, Hades. Upper deck, Artemis and Flamethrower. Lower deck, another Artemis and Carronade. We also have the Lib Clutter, another Mobula being piloted by Luosi. On the front and center, we have the Mercury. On the lower decks, we have two Artemis, something that was popular for a very short time, but never stuck around. Then up on the upper deck, we have Flamethrower and Flare.
And then for the blue team, we have the cheesy Croissant, which very quickly is piloted by Barrett, and they have got a Hades on the top deck, and they have got Banshee, Hades on the lower deck,
Whoa.
and then Hades and Flare Gun on the top. And to wrap things up today, we have the Desert Duck, which is piloted by Sammy BT. They've got a Hades on the top deck, they've got a Banshee and a Hades on the lower deck, and they've got a Hades and a Flare Gun on the top deck.
6 Hades! Ripping
Hades.
through the Fancy!
Wow.
Holy cow, no balloon, no hull, no armor.
No nothing.
Holy cow.
Wow, that was brutal. Cheesy Quackscent isn't doing too much better as it also rounds out, and now it is a battle of the ranges against the Lib Clutter and the Desert Duck, who needs to be aiming those Hades just a little bit higher. A little bit higher.
May Shai-Hulud clear the path before you. Bless his coming and his going.
Oh man, Lib Clutter is just rising up into the streets.
They're backing up hard.
Yeah,
they don't want none of this.
They're in full retreat.
Well, triple Hades. New meta.
Jeez, that was brutal. That was absolutely brutal.
Jesus Cristo.
So, anyway, Lib Clutter has almost gotten out of effective range. Well, he's out of effective range of the Hades, and he's almost out of maximum range of the Hades. Whoosh, those things are just...
Look at them go.
Yeah,
this has
they're just
got to be
whipping by.
terrifying.
I've got the camera angled right between where I've got the Desert Duck behind me and the Lib Clutter in front of me, so all the Hades are just like whooshing around where I got the camera angle.
God, like,
It's pretty cool.
the riders are panicking.
Well, they're like, oh god, there's so many Hades.
I panic too.
This is almost similar to exactly what the riders pulled on the Hatters last match. They're like, oh, what is going on? How do we even what? With their Mobula build. So this is absolutely insane. And if these Hades were just a little bit more accurate, we would have see these things absolutely ripping through the riders.
Wow, okay, Delta says, I call it the Tartarus build.
You mean like, is that the three-headed dog?
That's Cerberus.
Ah, darn.
Close.
Which one's Tartarus? It sounds Greek.
I'm looking this up. Hold on.
All right, I will cast while you
Tartarus.
research. So
In ancient Greek mythology is the deep abyss that is used as a dungeon of torment and suffering for the wicked.
oh, that's nice.
Yeah. Yeah, that's accurate.
Anyway, Desert Duck has actually been sitting a little bit too low for all of this heavy balloon disable that's going on, and he is grounding out now. Those Artemises are starting to sink in, that Merc is starting to sink in, and he will be eating the dust.
There they go. Cheesy Quacksant still moving in on their target, the Lib Clutter. But spots are down, and the Fancy has easy arcs.
Yeah, when he is closing into the effective range of the Hades, that beautiful medium range that you want to be at to make that thing fully effective.
Looking to toast the Quacksant, but here come the Hades.
Yeah, and then, yeah, unfortunately also the Fancy is closing in behind
no.
GC Quacksant, who has lost hull and is grounding out again. These ducks, they should stick to their junkers with their very small lower areas, you know, beneath the helm, where these Mobulas have got that big old balloon.
Yeah,
they're just not used to it.
That seemed weird to me.
What happened?
The way that they bottomed out like that, I felt like they shouldn't have.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're just flying a little bit too low, and oh my gosh, there's the Hades just ripping through the Lib Clutter's armor and just pecking away at their hull, actually really not doing a bad amount of damage. That's about an Artemis rocket's worth of damage.
Yeah, Desert Duck, however, getting ripped up by the Fancy.
Yeah.
Crunch. There they go.
And yeah, remember when the riders brought their mob a little bit earlier in the day, I said, I don't know if this is going to work a second time because that element of surprise is already gone. and it did work a second time, but this time around with the ducks doing the Hades for a similar effect, it is not working the second time around, as that element of surprise is gone. The riders know how to deal with all of these Hades very suddenly, and I have been able to twist this engagement and match overall to their favor.
Someone saying, Celestian saying Cerberus was mentioned and you thought Mass Effect. I don't. When I hear Cerberus, I think of the three-headed dog.
Yeah. I do too, because I've never played Mass Effect, as stated earlier in the day.
Yeah, second time it's come up. I got my Mass Effect on my money and my money on my Mass Effect.
Oh man, if I had money. Dude,
Which is why we're not playing Evolve.
Yeah. Oh man, I got Comic-Con coming up in about a month and a half, so I'm all of my money is going into the last reminiscence of my cosplay that I need.
Oh, what are you cosplaying?
I'm doing a modern rendition of an assassin from the Assassin's Creed universe.
Oh, that's super cool.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. So I'm just purchasing the last little bits of goodies I need for that, and I just need to go painting Nerf guns, and then I'll be pretty much good to go.
Perfect. I feel like that is just a staple of. It's become a staple of cosplay.
Painting Nerf guns?
Yeah.
And it's kind of fun, actually. And I'm not usually an artsy guy.
Good
Anyway,
God! Look at those Hades.
I know. It's crossfire of like orange globes just going over the fancy. And if the ducks had slightly more like these are extreme ranges for the Hades. This is not. This is I make the difference all the time between effective range and actual range. Is if you look far enough, these little Hades will explode. They're exploding on the ground right now, but certain ranges they just pop in the air, and that's their maximum range. But effective range is how far they can go, where you can assume them to be hitting with accuracy.
Yeah, definitely. And the Mercury and Artemis are going to win at this range. Right now, the Clamour can't stay at this range.
Yeah, the riders know that their Mercs and their Artemises will be running at this range, and look at them just kind of bobbing up and down, just to dodge fire as best as they can. And while they just focus the Desert Duck, and he just bottoms out here.
That's that.
And that is that. That was a very daring move. That was a very, and it worked for one kill, but then the riders were like, okay, we can outrange this pretty easily. We just have to kind of hold back a little bit more. And Tom Scott behind your sofa.